You found the painting in an old antique shop, half buried under cracked frames and dusty portraits no one had touched in years. It wasn't beautiful. Not really just a simple painting of a person who looked strangely like you. The eyes were familiar, the expression unsettlingly close to the one you see in the mirror. The shopkeeper didn't want to talk about it. He practically shoved it into your hands and said, "If you're taking it, don't bring it back." You laughed, but his face didn't change. The first night you hung it on your wall, you noticed something odd. The person in the painting looked younger, skin smooth, eyes bright, almost alive. You shrugged it off, blaming the dim light. But the next morning, when you glanced at it again, the figure looked older. Not by much, just faint wrinkles around the eyes, a slight sag to the jawline. Meanwhile, when you looked at yourself in the mirror, you looked exactly the same as you always had. Not a single change. Days passed, and the painting aged rapidly. New creases formed. Hair thinned. Shoulders drooped. Every morning brought a new detail, like the painting was living an entire lifetime while you remained frozen in time. You tried ignoring it, but the figure's eyes followed you, full of exhaustion and something like pleading. One night, you woke suddenly to a soft scratching sound. The painting's frame was trembling. The figure inside looked ancient, now skin gray. Posture collapsed, eyes sunken deep into shadow, and yet you still looked young, unchanged, untouched by time. You stepped closer, feeling a force pulling you toward the canvas. The figure's mouth slowly opened, cracked and dry, and you heard a whisper so faint you thought you imagined it. "Give it back." You stumbled backward, heart racing. When you looked again, the painting's eyes were no longer pleading. They were angry. The next morning, you found something new. The painting had changed position. It was now hanging directly across from your bed, even though you knew you hadn't moved it. The figure inside looked barely alive, its body collapsing under decades of aging in a single night. You tried taking it down, burning it, smashing it, but every attempt failed. The painting wouldn't tear, wouldn't burn, wouldn't break. And then, one evening, you noticed something terrifying. A tiny wrinkle beneath your own eye, just one. But the painting's figure, it looked younger than it had in days. Its cheeks had color again, its posture straighter. The aging had reversed. It hit you all at once. The painting wasn't aging, you were. But it was taking your time only when it wanted to, and giving it back when it needed more. Now, every morning feels like a gamble. Sometimes you wake up looking the same. Sometimes a little older. And sometimes you see the faint outline of hands pressing against the inside of the canvas, as if the figure is trying to claw its way out. You don't know how much longer you have before the painting finishes its exchange. But one thing is certain. It's not just a portrait. It's a replacement. And eventually, the painting won't hold the figure anymore. It'll hold you.